Good evening, my impatiens. So I'm sure a lot of you just saw uh, the live stream I did with Rusty, and I'm wondering what you guys thought. I would love to hear your comments. I'm currently caffeinated, so I decided to go live, and talk to you guys. So tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Did you guys enjoy the show? One thing, I went back and rewatched some of it, and to be perfectly honest with you, I was a little disappointed in my performance. To be honest with you, I felt like I wasn't engaging with the video enough. I was talking too much about myself, and it's a good learning lesson. It's a good learning lesson how to improve for the next show. Obviously, ask Rusty more questions. Ask Rusty more questions. Comment more on the video, and don't talk so much about myself. And try to improve the social engagement, acknowledging what's going on in the video, listening to what Rusty has said and responding to it. These are all good tips to improve as a broadcaster. And but it was fun. I mean, even though I thought I didn't do a great job on the live stream, and I think we were working out our chemistry too. We were feeling each other out. We were getting to know each other on the camera, and obviously, the first time two people perform together, it gets awkward. Hell, even the first few times I performed with my mother and father, it was awkward. So, I think you get to feel for it. And I bet you the next time I go live with Rusty, I mean, it's going to be a lot more comfortable on camera because we didn't know what to expect. He didn't know what to expect from me. I didn't know what to expect from him. But I thought for what it was worth, it was a good. We're testing out some of the bugs. We're testing out some of the kinks. I thought for what it went pretty well. For what it went pretty well. I know it was pretty cool. I had a fun time. Glad I did it. And I'll do it again soon with Rusty. Some people think I'm more of a solo act. I mean, I would love to get some participation, and I would love to engage. But the problem is, you got to build the chemistry, and you got to build the. I think we have good chemistry, but I think ultimately you have to start to feel each other out, get to know how the other person behaves, and once you figure the other person out, I think that's when you can, yeah. I mean, you got the first few live streams are not going to be the home runs, So it's good that I had fun, and it was a fun live stream. And they say you need some good friends. I hope to meet some good friends soon, and I've made progress in NAMI. I've made progress in the art class, so I hope to meet some good friends soon and to improve my social skills. And yeah, some of those people during the some of those people in the live stream, for example, were quite, like I said, during the live stream. If you ever feel you're a loser, if you ever feel self-conscious about yourself, just look at some of the trailer park people out there, and it will make you think to yourself, "Wow, maybe I'm not so bad after all. Maybe I do have things to offer. Maybe I'm not as low functioning as I think." And it's not so bad. Hell, these people were eating worse than people in prison. So, I'm sure some of it was a performance for YouTube, but yeah. Somebody says, by the time you get to the third or fourth video, maybe even the second, I bet you the second video we're gonna have, we know what to expect now. I know when I first you got on the live, I was awkward, I was nervous. I didn't know what to say or what to expect. But yeah, I'm getting more comfortable with Rusty, and we're building our on-screen chemistry, which is good. Somebody says, I think people like your chemistry. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. And I think hopefully, I don't know when the next one will be. Somebody wants to hear us discuss unsolved murders next time. That's a good idea. We could do like an America's Most Wanted unsolved mysteries kind of segment. I would be down to do that. I mean, I used to be fascinated with those crime shows. I would be down to discuss unsolved murders. Long Island's Most Wanted, yeah. Does Rusty do streams as well? I'm not really sure. You could ask him though. Yeah, the Go-Go Beach Killer is caught, but we could definitely discuss him. Rex Humerman is his name. Hey Chris, how you doing? Somebody says, discuss the orange masked rapist. He was captured on January 1st, 2011 in Midtown Manhattan. Richard Bradley Roberts was his name. All of his neighbors said, I didn't think he was a rapist. Somebody asked, was Richard Bradley Roberts ever at the crumble cookie I go to? No, he made, I think Richard Bradley Roberts, according to the news report, only went to like nursing homes and places elderly people attended. He was mainly into elderly women. I don't know why. That was his fetish, elderly women, according to the news report. And he only struck after major holidays or on major holidays. So he says the Zodiac Killer is never caught, but yeah, even so, he's probably pretty old now. So, I mean, obviously, anybody who's a serial killer, I'd be afraid of. But, yeah, I think I wouldn't be afraid of the Zodiac Killer at this point. He's probably like a feeble old man, right? So he says, I think you'd be a good detective. You crave the truth, Andrew. You crave the truth. Yes. Yeah, so I mean, definitely mention to Rusty the next time we could do some unsolved murders. Obviously, some unsolved murders that we could do. We could do Robert William Fisher. Robert William Fisher from Arizona. That's an interesting one. I always found that case on America's Most Wanted interesting. We could discuss that one. Chris wants me to shout out to. I mean, I'll shout out to your boyfriend Logan if you'd like. Do cases that interested in me. I haven't watched those shows in many years, but I was always fascinated by that case. Obviously, the Go-Go Beach serial killer is near to me. I didn't even realize, but he was within walking distance of my house. He lived in Massapequa Park. I'm from Massapequa, and to To be honest with you, I don't know much about the John Benet Ramsey case. I don't know. I'm not an expert on that case. That's for sure. So I can't really say much about it. You never know. Maybe I ran into the. Hey, I was making videos about the Long Island serial killer, joking like, oh, like he didn't even exist, and he was in within walking distance of my home. I'm like, oh, the Long Island serial killer. He's just. I'm probably gonna catch him like Broken Matt Hardy at the law at Jones Beach. And he was like, he could have paid me a visit. He could have Googled Long Island serial killer, saw some guy from Massapequa. He definitely went to some of the same places. So, hey, if I ran into him, I mean, who the hell knows? Maybe I ran into him one day. Somebody says the Long Island serial killer was only into women, so you're okay. He's not into 37-year-old schizos. He's into women. Imagine I took him down. Imagine my video. Imagine he was obsessively searching my video and I'm secretly the reason the Long Island serial killer got arrested. The FBI would never tell me, but I like to believe the narrative I'm the reason they captured him. The FBI, they're like, why does this guy keep Googling Sel Waters in the Long Island serial killer video? Maybe I'm the reason the Long Island serial killer's off the streets. You never know. I mean, stranger things have happened. Probably not, but you never know. Maybe I captured Long Island's most wanted man. Hey, give me the reward money. Give me the reward money if that's the case. I could certainly use the money. Give me the money yeah. Somebody says Andrew the serial killer hunter. Somebody says even talk about the Chris Benoit case. Yeah, these are some interesting topics that we could talk about on the next podcast. Chris Benoit's a wild one. Yeah, I mean, obviously the guy was always kind of. I know he's a legend in wrestling. I mean, some people think he's one of the top 5 in-ring workers in wrestling history. One of the best technical wrestlers to ever wrestle for WWE or really any promotion. But he's also he's more known for the double murder suicide. But like as a professional wrestler, he was like really the very best. I mean, I know nobody's like when you kill your wife and son, nobody really cares. But like Benoit was really a really good professional wrestler, and it's not revisionist history. Even when he was alive, everybody was just raving about how talented he was. The Crippler. He's now erased from history, which is too bad. His body of work was really good. I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, he deserved it. I mean, he did it to himself. But yeah, I mean, he was really good. I mean, he was really talented. I mean, obviously, a double murder suicide trumps really excellent 5-star technical matches. It's like, oh wow, he puts on these really excellent technical masterpieces in the ring. It's like, yeah, sorry, when you kill your wife and son, nobody cares about your beautiful matches anymore. Yeah, I was just telling everybody. I thought we had great chemistry, and we're building the chemistry. We were feeling each other out. We were getting to know each other, and I think we're planning to do more of these shows, get to know each other, get more comfortable with each other on camera. And like I said, the first time I started doing the Mom and the Wild Man and Poppy and the Wild Mans, I didn't really know how to interpret, but eventually you get the feel for it. You get to know the person, and some people want to hear us talk about murderers and and crime shows like Chris Benoit, the Long Island serial killer, Robert William Fisher, and so on. So maybe for the next live stream we could talk about unsolved murders and unsolved mysteries. So that might be a fun idea. Eddie Guerrero was not better than Chris Benoit. That's actually not true. Eddie Guerrero was as good, but Eddie Guerrero was the better entertainer. Eddie Guerrero was the better mic worker. Eddie Guerrero was excellent himself, but Chris Benoit was the better in-ring worker. Somebody says Dean Malenko is the best technical wrestler. You know what? That's actually a legitimate claim. He just was 5'5" and had no marketability. So if you want to say Dean, interestingly enough, that entire stable, the Radicals, Dean Malenko, Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, they were all really excellent, and you can make, and they were all grouped together. Dean Malenko was excellent in his own right. That's for sure. Somebody says we should discuss mass shooters on the next. I mean, we don't want to make our show too dark, but yeah, we could discuss mass shooters too. We could discuss Virginia Tech, Columbine. Yeah, why the hell not? If Rusty's down, we could discuss it. Somebody says Bret Hart is the best technical wrestler. That's a fair point. A lot of people would say Bret Hart might be numero uno. But Benoit is, I mean, you can make an argument is as good, Somebody says, how many wrestlers have been killed? I don't know. All right, guys. I think I'm pretty hopped up on caffeine. Should I take a Xanax? It's like uppers and downers. I shouldn't have had that. Well, I wanted to be awake for the podcast, but now I'm going to be up all night. No, I had a pike. I had a pike roast. I had a pike. Maybe I'll go for a little walk around the neighborhood. No, I'm not going to get down to my underpants. It's getting close. It's 10:30 p.m. So, all right, guys. I think I'm going to get going here. Maybe I'll go get a crumble cookie. Maybe I'll take a drive and get a crumble cookie or a Cold Stone or something. Adios, amigos and amigas. Peace out.